There we go.
And we're live.
We're live. The anticipation up to knowing if you're live or not.
What's up, everyone?
Hi, everyone. Normally, you'd be expecting myself and Allison, but not today. We have a special guest because Allison is, I don't know where Allison is, not in the office today. So, Ben, I'll pass it to you for maybe a quick intro for those that are joining.
I know we're letting a lot of you down because you really count on Allison being here every Thursday, but honestly, Allison could be anywhere. I'm not actually sure where Allison is. Allison, if you're listening, send help. Message me, send me a DM. Hopefully you're still alive. Anyway, super excited to be here. Hello, Contra community. Excited to go host with Zoe. Hopefully I live up to the hype.
I hope so. Okay, well, if you've joined before, you obviously know who I am, but if not, I am Zoe. I'm head of operations here at Contra, which just means I do things like this. I do other things. And you're probably wondering, what is the means of creation? And I feel like my definition for this changes every single week. But this week, the means of creation is just a casual time for us to get together. You know, I think there's a lot of people that are going to be excited that Ben is on. Maybe they have some questions in the chat. But Ben is going to leak a couple new things that are happening. And then we also use this time to go through the community and we check out just like randomly posts that we see. We'll give some feedback. We'll tell you what we think. And we might be giving some goats away.
Oh, okay.
Which will also explain what goats are, because I'm sure a bunch of you are like, what the heck are they talking about? So yeah, I feel like we can jump into things.
Cool. And if you didn't know, hey, my name's Ben. I'm one of the co-founders here. And fun fact, depending on how long you've been on Contra, you know, sometime around 2020, Zoe and I actually divided the responsibility of doing all of the initial user interviews, like way back in the day. And since then, Zoe's pretty much done anything and everything at Contra. So pretty much the reason why we're a live business is thanks to Zoe. So I don't get to say that a lot, but I'm saying it now. Obviously, Allison is super important. Allison, if you're listening. But like Zoe has really been here, OG, since day one, doing anything and everything. And so a lot of you probably got messages from Zoe at Contra. Real person. This is actually that Zoe. Do you think people remember that?
Okay, there's actually a funny story where I once did a bunch of outreach because like Ben said, literally my whole day used to be just sending out like messages and emails to people. And at one point, someone went on Twitter and they tweeted like, I can't remember exactly the framing, but I think it was like, oh, there's this fake person named Zoe sending messages from Contra. And I saw this and started cracking up because it wasn't fake. It was actually me, like obviously going behind the computer and sending a lot of messages. But yeah, I am a real person.
And it was before AI, so you couldn't really fake it. So these were like real messages. We actually had to write them and we actually had to personalize them. And it was a whole thing. And so it was really like Zoe, Gaius, myself, just doing massive amounts of outreach. It was a labor of love. And here we are. So excited to be here. Really exciting updates to share. Probably some more Contra lore in the background. But before we get started, this water bottle, what do we think? As you can see, Contra stickers, Contra brand, Flutter Flow. We love Flutter Flow.
Wait, should I go get my water bottle?
Yeah,
I have like
I feel like
okay. Everyone wait.
Zoe will be back, but I mean, is this worthy merch? Should this be on contra.com/store that doesn't exist for good reason? But in the comments, let me know. Should this is this cool? Should this exist? Anyway, this is custom. These are stickers. Let's see what Zoe has.
Mine is like very like has a lot going on. Okay, I've got Notion.
Oh, wow.
I think this was Lumi.
Yeah.
Jitter, Webflow, 11 Labs. Okay, another Lumi. I don't know what this was. Did I say Notion? And then obviously Contra, which I feel like I need some more Contra representation here. So wait, these are fun to have on the table, actually. Good accessory.
So that ends our QVC segment of the means of creation. So now
going for $49.99, discounted right now for 50% off if you click buy right now.
Okay.
Sorry.
We have a lot of exciting things to go through, a couple of sneak peeks, a couple of announcements, some new product features. Should we dive in?
Yeah, let's dive in. Okay, so I think we are going to screen share and bring my screen on stage. There we go. Wow, magic. Okay, so maybe you can chat about the create every day.
Yeah. So right now, thanks to Maddie on our team, genius idea. But for November, we have a create everyday challenge going on where it's really a place where creatives can share their work. A lot of work in progress stuff. I love this post from Alex.
Sorry.
Yeah. I think Luca posted something on Twitter and Alex is like, hey, hold my beer. I got this. Posted this. It's a cool digital business card. That's insane.
Wait, I love this. I haven't seen this yet.
Yeah, so clean. Maybe give it a goat.
Okay, wait. Explain what goats are, because I feel like there's probably people here that are like, "What the heck are they talking
I know
about?"
I know what you're thinking. You're seeing this hover state. It shows unlimited goats for Contra team members. That's only for Zoe's account and my account and a couple other people. Not everyone has that. Most people have a limit of 2 goats for good reason. Because goats, they're rare. They're hard to give out. I think this one deserves a goat, though.
Wait, I have 999 goats to give.
You're goat rich.
I will say, though, I still keep these like very close to my chest. Like, I am not giving away goats that aggressively. So, okay, we're goating this.
I think you have to report those goats as income. Like, that's like, you're like goat rich.
I am goat rich.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe one day we'll have something like that.
So love this. Alex Presa. I also saw he had the first Contra Cafe meetup today in Toronto.
Yes. And Jonathan's there from our team. So I'm sure we'll get some pictures soon, but that's so fun. I feel like that's something that we'll have to brand eventually, but Alex just did this like on his own. It's so cool.
All right. So if we keep going, Adriano, of course, using Lottie Lab. Very cool. So Lottie Lab's like a newer tool built on Lottie. It's an animation tool that's kind of competing with Lottie files, I'd say, but it's like more of like a composing tool. Really, really good UX. I actually met the founder. He's super cool. But it's cool to see Adriano using it. And of course, a framer animation looks great.
And I was just going to say for people that are tuning in, like this, I guess, campaign that we're running for Create Every Day, anyone can participate in this. And I think that's what's so cool is like, you don't need to be using a certain tool. You don't have to have a certain skill. Like you could be anything from a writer to an engineer to a designer. Like it's just for everyone. So I'd love if people are participating to share their link, and we can also check that out too.
For sure. Okay. So now we have Kilo. Super beautiful. Let's take a look. Wow. Okay. Good logo, really cool. Mark. It's beautiful, beautiful. Love the colors. Okay.
I love this like blue gray. I feel like not a lot of people are using this color. I don't see it very often, but it's very nice.
For sure. And I wonder if these must be real images, right? I guess so.
I don't know. Nowadays, I just assume every image is not a real image.
Yeah, I know. Everything's AI.
I just think it's like such a big project to add a photography element that using a tool like just makes it so much easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we all remember the Unsplash characters.
Oh,
you see them in every single template, mock-up. No longer. Speaking of AI, this is amazing. So Vitor made this in Korea. I mean, this is beautiful.
That is beautiful. This gives me like a milk something vibe.
Let's look at his profile. It's actually wild.
Just share this tab. Yeah.
There we go. So, I mean,
oh my gosh.
The aesthetics here are absolutely nuts. So, okay, he's in Portugal. All right, love to see it. Oh my God.
Can you follow him? I want to make sure I can see.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, this is cool.
This is actually crazy. So this is like the opposite of AI slop. I feel like, I saw a tweet yesterday that was like introducing introducing the sloppiest way to slop your slop. And it was just like making fun of all the different kind of tools coming out that are just like creating new ways to create. But I kind of disagree. I think that like most creatives are already talented. They already have really good taste. And now these tools just allow you to 100x, 1000x that. I mean, look at this. I want to go here. Wherever this is.
I just feel like this is like the new era of art. Yeah. Like this is, I mean, I can't produce this, right? He can produce this. So that makes Vitor in this case, like more talented at this than I am. Like there's a skill behind this for sure.
And like, what is the prompt for this?
Exactly. I mean, something crazy. But I think what's cool too is like in the past, if you thought about what a client comes to you and is like, okay, here's the scope of a project. Previously, you had to like hire a photographer or also pay for images through something like Unsplash. And now these tools really unlock the ability to like literally do end-to-end projects. If you're building a landing page and you're technical, you now can use a tool to generate the images for that landing page. Like, it just allows independence to own so much more of a project, which I feel is so cool, because you can also then charge more for that project.
And like, you can't even take a photo of something like this, right?
No.
Like, this is crazy. So Cinema 4D, Kriya, Kling. I mean, wow. Like, imagine you're just walking through this field. That's pretty cool.
I'm imagining it right now.
Yeah. So anyway, really, really great work. Back to the share anything. Okay. So Javier, wow. Javier, if you're watching this, you consistently just blow me away with your work. Sounds like you have a 2025 reel coming in. Can't wait to see it. So Javier won our last competition.
Yeah, and I've been DMing you, Javier. So hi, Javier. Hopefully you're on here.
It's real. Okay, this is great. So Lynn, thank you. Okay, you gotta follow.
I
Lynn.
need to step up my follow game.
This deserves a goat. So Flora is blowing up. I don't know if you have seen this concept of these like node-based editors. Some people are starting to compete. We saw Figma get in here with their acquisition of Weavy. I saw Kriya launched nodes today, but Flora is the OG. They kind of pioneered this concept, and it's such a crazy tool. We're actually in the same office as Flora. So Flora, if anyone on your team's watching this, hey, from upstairs.
Also, we have an expert program with Flora, and I feel like this is one of those tools where you can upskill like so quickly, but it takes your work to the next level. So maybe, I know we have a couple of Contra team members in the chat. We could maybe drop the link to actually apply to be a Flora expert, because I think this is a great one for people to get involved in.
So hot take, the node-like interface feels way more intuitive than typing prompts on Discord. Very creator friendly. I don't know if that was a shot at Midjourney, but their new interface is great. But I remember back in the day when all of these things were gaining steam, and we'd all be in the Midjourney Discord, just like creating images. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, I do remember that. I forgot that. Okay, yeah.
So
it's coming back to me.
Okay, so obviously more amazing framer work from Christine. Beautiful work. Okay, so this is great. So if you haven't jumped into the Create Everyday Challenge, please do. And big shout out to Maddie on our team, Community Maddie on X, for creating this concept. It's genius. Hopefully more to come. So what do you think? What do you want to show next?
Okay, I kind of want to show the anything challenge, because I just want to say, like, we are running so many exciting challenges and hackathons right now. And the reason why we love this is that our partners get to distribute prizes to the amazing people on the platform. And so with anything, there's $25,000 in total worth of prizes, and they're distributing this among a number of different people who have the best submissions. And I think this launched yesterday, and the amount of insane work that's already posted here is very impressive. But what I was most impressed by is you can really like create an end-to-end product. Like, I was testing some of the things out because people are sharing their submission, they're sharing the live link, and I was looking and I was like, wow, like you can actually use this right away. So, I mean, here's a couple of cool examples. It looks like Olena is creating a meat recipe, a little app that helps you greet the day with the perfect breakfast. Like, I love these concepts where people are like, okay, I want to test a new tool and I want to see if I can build the functionality that I want. And they're doing that with anything and building something that actually works, which is so cool.
Yeah. And fun fact, before I was asked to judge, I was actually going to compete in the anything challenge because I was in San Francisco recently and it was just absolutely beautiful. There was flowers everywhere. It smelled like eucalyptus. The sun was shining. And there's like this meme going around that like San Francisco is like super sketchy and dangerous. And its city's in a better place than I've seen in like years. Like we've seen San Francisco in some pretty like dark, hairy times, but like now it's amazing. And so I made this app using anything called crimeisup.com. I even bought the domain as like a meme to basically say like, hey, post your most beautiful San Francisco photos. And I actually made like a photo uploader, like a gallery, and it was so easy. I was like, can't believe I just created this. And so anyway, if you ever see crimeisup.com or crimeisup.org, just know it's built on anything and it's actually my project. So
wait, you bought the domain for that?
It was available. And anyway, it's a meme within a meme, but crime is not up actually. San Francisco is beautiful. Same with New York. Our cities are great. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so I wish I could participate, but unfortunately I'm now a judge. But there's a lot of cool submissions that we've seen so far. So if you haven't joined, I mean, $15,000 grand prize.
Yeah, I know. I really want to give a goat here, so it's kind of hard to choose, but
Okay.
okay, I also love these situations where I see like it's my first experience and I absolutely loved creating it with anything and a touch of vibe coding magic. Like this is the other thing about these hackathons and challenges is it is oftentimes from what I see in the community, the first time someone is hearing about this tool and then using this tool. And it's just so cool to see that someone can learn something so quickly because it's so easy to use. And like, I don't know, that to me is a magic moment for sure. You know what? Just for the sake of that, I'm going to go with this.
Code it. Animations over here going all out. Oh, that is a nice aesthetic.
Yeah, this is cool.
Very nice. Well done, Robert. Okay. So
lots of cool stuff happening here.
Yeah. And I think the team is shipping super quickly. The product is great. I've used it myself. So definitely check it out. Like I said, $15,000 to like build an app that you would want to see exist. That's pretty crazy. And $25,000 in total prizes. Big shout out to the Anything team for making this happen, giving back to the creative community. Hopefully more to come. Okay. So we now want to show you, we want to test something. It's a bit of a test. It's like a meta test. So we're testing a new feature that helps us test things that we're actually going to put into the world. So we just launched this concept called taste tests. And so you can see it here. And so we are actually thinking about redesigning Contra's homepage. Because as you know, for the longest time, Contra's been this marketplace where you post your work and you get hired, and that's great. But now we have a feed. Now it's more of a content platform where you share your work as well as another means of discovery. You can see that we need to kind of change the way people first discover our product. So there's kind of like two things here. The first one is we have this new feature called taste tests. And I think we're going to roll this out today or tomorrow. But you can now, let's say you're a designer or you're a marketer or whatever, you're a creative, and you have two versions of something. You're like, I can't decide which one's better. You can now ask the community. So I'll show you how it works.
So sick.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's just so cool because it's so true. I oftentimes see people actually posting like, what do people think of this? And like, what do you think about this versus this? And now it's like an actual way to almost create like polls around that. But also I love that we're testing what people think of taste tests. Very, very meta.
Yeah. It's like if polls and design feedback had a baby and it looked like this. So basically we are actually redesigning the Contra homepage, and we actually want to know which one do you prefer. So we have discover first. So like there's like this discover oriented version. Oops, I think I just answered it for myself.
Well, it's me actually. So.
Oh yeah, right. And then we have this, oh wow, we already have 7 votes on this one. Interesting. Or feed first, which is like, hey, we're just showing you content of what people are posting, showing you their work, showing you taste tests. So yeah, this is the concept. And so I'm curious what you think. So now, if you're creative on Contra, you can upload 2 versions of something, say like one's blue, one's red, and you want to know what other designers think. Boom, you can just throw it right into the community.
Yeah, and it's great because let's say you wanted a pulse check on even like a client project you're about to present tomorrow, but you're like, there's just a couple of things that I'm not 100% sure about. This community has so many talented people in it that just being able to like get a pulse check on is something better than the other. I just think is going to be so cool.
It's crazy. So taste tests, we're going to roll these out. I think we're still like working through a couple of bugs. But this is coming very soon. Then soon anyone is going to be able to run a taste test, and you can get feedback and actually know like statistically what do the people think?
Yeah.
Which one's better? We don't know.
And I think Aaron shared the link to this, in the chat so people can even vote on it.
Yeah, please vote. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
But I don't even think this is live for everyone. I think only
maybe not.
Can see this. But anyway,
Whoops.
Yeah, maybe it is. We'll see.
Like I said last week, there's so many things that even in these means of creation that I realized because our team is working on so many things. Literally last week, I learned about like 3 new features because Allison announced them to all of you. And I was like, wow, that's great. I didn't even know we shipped those yet. So that's so fun. Okay, do you want to just go through like regular community and see if there's anything that stands out?
Yeah, I wonder if anyone has noticed the new sound. Obviously, maybe you've noticed the sound on the goat. I have to give full credit to Gaius. We've all seen the meme of the goat screaming. So Gaius is like, huh, we really need sounds for this like goat emoji. And he chose like obviously the most obnoxious one, but we just added a sound and a new interaction for the like button. So I don't know if you've noticed, looks like you've liked all of these, but here we go. So check this out.
We're on mute though on this.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh,
Yeah, we're not going to hear it because our setup, which has gotten much fancier since our first week of doing this,
right.
we're on mute on this laptop because we've got a nicer camera on us. So unless we're going to unmute for 1 second.
Well, no, I think it's fine. So even if you just look at the interaction, go check out the sound yourself. But this was all Jason from our team, had a bunch of different examples of this. He made the goat interaction, which I love. And check this out. Boom.
Ooh,
So nice.
very nice.
And so it actually makes a little bubble popping sound if you can't hear it here. But I love this interaction. These little details are coming. We have a lot of other interesting things that we're going to be trying out in the community very soon. I'm curious, what's coming next? I don't know.
So many things that sometimes when I get asked that question, I don't know how to answer it.
Yeah.
I think just like a lot of improvements to the community, a lot of exciting expert partnerships. So if you don't know already, we partner with the best tools in the world to create a credentialing process. So what they define as like their best users. And then we work together to actually find those people within the community and we give expert badges. So there's probably a couple examples here. I imagine maybe anyways.
Going back to the actual community.
No. I was going to say if we could find someone that has an expert badge, but this just makes you, come across as like a really great expert within certain tools. And so we have a lot of those coming up. And then we also have a lot of amazing challenges. I feel like until the end of this year, it is a very exciting calendar for how we are working with all of our partner tools.
So many cool things coming.
Yeah.
And next week, we're announcing the winners of the Webflow Hackathon with our friends over at Webflow and MetaLab. Really, really excited to see who won. But what's also cool is we're launching topics now on Contra as well. So this really cool video header, #Webflow. And now we have a place where you can see all the different Webflow content in one place. And I think we also, and obviously links to Webflow University, links to Webflow, and then the actual partner page. But I think we just launched Flora today as well, right?
Yeah, I think
so. Let's see if we go here. Flora, there we go. Sweet. Okay, so check this out. Nice. So brand new Flora topic just launched today. Tons of cool topics coming, but look at Daniel, OG on Contra. Fun fact, we were just with Daniel. He was visiting New York a couple of days ago. Great to see you, Daniel, if you're watching this. But love to see him really using Flora in his creation process. So I know Daniel's working on a bunch of cool projects right now. So using Flora for client work is probably a game changer. So this is brand new. I love this post from Tina. It's so cool. So Flora with Flux, obviously Black Forest Labs, so cool, Nano Banana. All of these different creative iterations are made possible because of Flora. So really excited to launch this topic. I think there's going to be a lot of cool stuff that's posted in here.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and I love Peter here is saying like keeping up the daily streak. So clearly he's on a roll of like posting in here every single day. I love that.
Follow, goat.
That's awesome.
And this is actually what Flora looks like. So it's node based, and you can see how like you can prompt each individual step to get a different output, to get a different variation. So I just think that that's the beauty of AI. It's making it so easy for creatives to ideate and take the taste and the vision you already have and just really amplify it. Like, how many different versions of this can I create? What if this was motion? What if this was a different style? What if this was like a different scene? You can now do that so quickly. And I just think Flora is really, really blowing up for this exact reason. Okay,
I think the last thing is I feel like because you're a guest on this, people are going to want to know a couple things.
Uh-oh.
So if I put myself in the shoes of the people here and Ben was on, I think I would ask you,
sure,
what are you most excited for in the next couple months for Contra?
So It's crazy because every month that goes by, we have another record month for creatives getting paid on Contra. And every month our team is just like more and more focused on how do we help get creatives paid? Like that's our goal. It's our Wi-Fi password at our office. It's our North Star. Like we want to make sure that if you come to Contra, you have more access to really, really great opportunities. And so we're just seeing the network scale like crazy. And I think I'm really excited to see where this goes because it's been a long time since someone's taken a stab at like, what does a new creative network look like? What does a home for creatives look like? And we're trying our best. Like our entire team's working night and day to make this happen. And it's so great to see it happen in real life, to see, our users get paid, to see, I don't know, it just feels good. So over the next couple of months, I hope we keep breaking records. I think we are. So far, November is better than October. October was better than September. September was better than August. And it's crazy. I just hope that we can continue to improve. But the next big launch for Contra that I'm absolutely most excited about is our payments infrastructure. So we're reworking our payments UX and our payments infrastructure. So that way it's the best way to get paid as a creative on the internet. And I know Matt from our team is like really, really focused on this. We hired a couple new engineers who have joined the team specifically to work on payments. So I think that expect big updates to our payments, system. And then obviously for European users, for multi-currency, for payment links, all of these things are just going to continue to improve over the next couple of months. So I think Allison's watching this saying like, oh my God, what are we committing to? Hey, that's what happens when you have me on as a guest. So
classic. Okay, that's awesome. And then the last thing that I'll mention, because the means of creation sort of did start because we opened our New York office and people wanted to see what the office was like. And we did get a new edition of a gong, but I think we'll save that for next week.
True.
But definitely tune in. We do this weekly on Thursdays at the same time. It's typically myself and Allison, but this sort of inspires me to have guests. So maybe we will mix in a couple people from the team, maybe external people who are not on the team. But this was super fun. And do you have anything else?
No, that's great. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Thanks for listening. And see you on the internet.
Okay. See you on the internet.
Bye.